Today's video is all about that beautiful, often misunderstood, largely underrated ingredient, vitamin C. For a serum that is steadfast in my well-aging skincare routine, I've actually not done a lot of videos on vitamin C on my channel, so I'm rectifying that in this video here. I've been using vitamin C serums as part of my well-aging skincare routine for years. Drop a comment below if you're new to vitamin C, or if you're on the fence about its efficacy, or if you've used vitamin C for a long time. Tell us what your favorite products are. Vitamin C has many studies on its efficacy, so it's not one of those ingredients that you have to kind of wonder if it's actually doing anything in your skin. Of course, from a nutritional and dietary point of view, vitamin C has lots of benefits as well. For the purposes of this video, we're going to be talking about its topical application in skincare, and of course, all the benefits of vitamin C. Most notably, vitamin C is an antioxidant. Antioxidants in skincare work so well to prevent cell damage, but also to undo some of the oxidative stress that our skin is exposed to throughout the day, from the sun, from the environment, from pollution, etc. These stressors can actually degrade the collagen in your skin. I've got your attention now, don't I? Obviously, collagen is responsible for that youthfulness and plumpness of our skin, and it naturally degrades as we age, as early, dermatologists say, as mid-20s and onwards. So I certainly don't want to cause any increased opportunity to degrade the collagen in my skin, because the natural aging process is taking care of that quite well for me. So vitamin C can not only help deter collagen loss, it actually helps to boost collagen production in the skin. So a big win for that ingredient in my books, right there. Often people like to use vitamin C in a protective way, and therefore use it in their morning skincare routine because it can help to ward off some of that environmental stress that your skin is exposed to throughout the day. Whereas others like to use vitamin C serums in their evening skincare routine, so it can go into sort of a restore and reparative mode and undo some of the environmental stress that your skin has been exposed to throughout the day. So it can be used morning, evening, or both. Personally, I use my vitamin C serums in the morning. That's mostly because I like the protective factor inherent in their antioxidant formulation, but also because I prioritize other things in my evening skincare routine, like retinoids, acids, copper peptides. And to be honest, there just aren't enough skincare routine opportunities in the day for me to fit everything in. Maybe I should start a lunchtime skincare routine? Don't tempt me. The other big benefit of topically applied vitamin C is its ability to brighten the skin and literally target the look of hyperpigmentation. This is where I wish I had before and after pictures, because I started using vitamin C serums long before I started getting into content creation, and actually long before I started using regular exfoliation and retinoids in my routine. So I can actually anecdotally say the differences I saw in the hyperpigmentation in my skin was significantly reduced by a two-factor approach of things that I implemented in my skincare routine that specifically targeted hyperpigmentation. One was vitamin C serums, and two was wearing a daily sunscreen. Those two things in combination most definitely targeted the age spots and dark spots that I had in my skin. Mine were and are the result of prolonged exposure in the sun in my youth. I definitely was a sun worshiper, sunbather, rarely wore sunscreen. In fact, it was a badge of honor to have a really dark tan. And we now know that not only does the sun contribute to skin cancer, but also one of the #1 causes of premature aging, and definitely can cause dark spots and hyperpigmentation in the skin. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of vitamin C serums. Pure forms of vitamin C are L-ascorbic acid and are quite finicky serums. Why are they finicky? It's because they're very unstable to formulate with. They can oxidize quickly, which then render the serum less effective. Vitamin C has a strong ability to bind to free radicals of oxygen as soon as it's dissolved in water, which then changes the color of the solution from initially being clear to slowly turning yellow, and then orange, and then dark orange over time. As you can see here, this is an old formulation that I've had for years that I just hang on to so I can show you what oxidized vitamin C looks like. Temperature, light, air can all cause it to degrade. See what I mean by finicky? It's beneficial to keep your vitamin C in a cool, dry place. Many people choose their fridge for this reason, so it can help to extend the shelf life of your vitamin C. Often vitamin C is formulated in darker containers like this to try to limit the amount of light that gets into the product, and many choose airless wireless pumps like this so that it can limit the amount of oxygen that's getting into the product, all in an attempt to give a longer shelf life to the serum after it's opened. Some brands also ship their vitamin C in batches to make sure it's absolutely very fresh. Geek and Gorgeous and Regimen Lab come to mind, but I know there are other brands that do this as well. This helps to ensure you know that you're not getting a product that has sat on the shelf for 6 months before it ever gets into your hands. I really like that approach when it comes to my vitamin C. It can also be beneficial to buy smaller bottles of vitamin C rather than bigger bottles because typically you only need a couple of drops for your entire face, and the chances of you getting through a larger size bottle in enough time before it oxidizes are kind of slim. Have you heard of vitamin C derivatives like ascorbyl glucoside, magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, or MAP as it's shortened to, sodium ascorbyl phosphate, and ascorbyl palmitate? Derivatives of vitamin C are great for two reasons. For one, they're not as susceptible to degradation as pure forms of L-ascorbic acid, and also two, some people can't tolerate pure forms of vitamin C and actually find it very sensitizing on their skin. So for those people, derivatives of vitamin C are a great alternative to pure vitamin C because the skin may tolerate it better. The drawback is there isn't as much research to support their efficacy as there is for pure L-ascorbic acid. I actually love The Ordinary's ascorbyl tetraisolpalmitate 20% solution in vitamin F. It's actually a derivative that's formulated in oil, not in water, so it's more stable, and it's also affordable at $19.40 for a 30 ml size. And this serum by Stratia, this is their C+C serum, and that's because it uses two forms of vitamin C, a 10% L-ascorbic acid plus a tetraisolpalmitate derivative. So you're kind of getting the best of both worlds in this one, and it's formulated in a silicone suspension, which makes the texture of this serum literally one of my favorites. It is gorgeous to apply to the skin, a great option for people who may have more sensitive skin, and it's $25 for a 30 ml size. Often you find vitamin C derivatives formulated in things that aren't necessarily serums, so creams or moisturizers or cleansers. So take a look on the ingredients if you're wondering if it's a pure form of L-ascorbic acid, and now you know some of the derivatives that you might see in some of your favorite formulations. Different percentages of vitamin C exist, all the way up to 30% and above, and it really is about finding that sweet spot for your skin. More does not always mean more, meaning a higher percentage of something does not mean you're going to get more benefit to the skin, especially if you're very sensitive like I am. Should say, for reference, my skin is combination. It's sensitive prone and rosacea prone and dehydrated. I've built up a tolerance to vitamin C over the years, and I think one of the benefits for me starting out is I started out low and slow, and I honestly give that advice to anyone starting with anything in skincare. Start out with a lower concentration of something, use it only once or twice a week, and then gradually increase the number of times per week you're using it and the percentage over time until you find that right amount that's just perfect for your skin, where you're seeing results but not damaging your skin barrier. One of the great ones that I started out with was this one. This is The Ordinary's ascorbic acid 8% plus 2% alpha arbutin. It's actually a waterless serum as well. Alpha arbutin is known for its skin brightening capabilities, so a wonderful pairing to have these two ingredients in the same formulation. I also love VICHY's Liftactiv vitamin C serum. It's a 15% L-ascorbic acid serum with other vitamins and antioxidants in it, and it's $60 for a 20 ml size. We can't talk about vitamin C and not talk about Skinceuticals. I've done videos, and I'll link at the end of this video as well, on some dupes for Skinceuticals because it's sort of the gold standard when it comes to vitamin C. Why? Because it has a patented formulation of vitamin C, vitamin E, and ferulic acid, which work together to really stabilize the vitamin C and enhance and boost its effectiveness in the skin. Their particular formulation has research based on that particular product on its efficacy in the skin. So when you're purchasing Skinceuticals, you are paying for that research that's inherent in their brand. So why would we ever want to find a dupe? Because it's expensive. Skinceuticals is around $200, whereas you can get some of my favorite dupes for as little as $30. This is this one by Maylove, which is their Glow Maker Serum. It also contains vitamin C, vitamin E, and ferulic acid. but of course not in the exact same patented formulation as Skinceuticals does, because theirs is patented, but this one's only $30. I also think Vitamin X by Regimen Lab, this is a Canadian brand that I absolutely love, is also a good dupe for Skinceuticals. It not only has the vitamin C, ferulic acid combination, but it also has a combination of 11 antioxidants in this formulation, making it a fabulous all-in-one serum. I love this one. I love that it's in an airless pump. And also, have I mentioned this before in a video? Ferulic acid stinks. It's actually been likened to smell like hot dog water. I think that is a perfect analogy of what it smells like. So lovely to put on your face, but these are the sacrifices we make for having fabulous skin. The Regimen Lab serum is $59 for a 30 ml size. And I would also give a shout out to Geek and Gorgeous, their Sea Glow serum. It also has a combination of vitamin C, pure L-ascorbic acid at 15% with a combination of vitamin E and ferulic acid. The combination of vitamin C, E, and ferulic acid is so special because this particular formulation of these three ingredients together actually boosts the effectiveness of the vitamin C and help to stabilize that pure L-ascorbic acid. So it's kind of like this miracle trifecta that all kinds of brands are trying to use a formulation with, and actually some have gotten in trouble of perhaps overstepping the patent of Skinceuticals, but that's a video for another day. This is €12.50 for a 30 ml size. All I'm going to say about Geek and Gorgeous is just be wary of the import fees and taxes that may be applicable for the country that you're ordering from. I've talked about that in another video. If I can figure out which video I talked about that in, I'll link it below as well. Another great option when it comes to more stabilized vitamin C is this one by Drunk Elephant. This is their C Firma serum, and it's great because it actually comes separated. It's designed to be mixed by you before its first use, which maximizes its potency while keeping the formula fresh. And it uses antioxidant complexes of vitamin C, ferulic acids, and vitamin E. It's $108 for a 28 ml size. A sort of in-between solution between the pure form of L-ascorbic acid and its potential for instability and potential irritation in the skin versus the derivatives that I talked about is actually ethylated forms of vitamin C. And these, to me, I think are brilliant in their formulation. In this category, I love NIOD's ELAN or Ethylated L-ascorbic acid network and Allies of Skin 35% Perfecting Vitamin C serum. As you can see, the serum is much loved. That's because I like to take this serum when I'm traveling because I can lock the top and it doesn't leak anywhere. But of course, one of the other serums in my travel bag leaked and degraded the packaging of this one. Not happy about it. Anyway, both of these serums use ethylated vitamin C. They are anhydrous, so they're formulated without water, which means they're not susceptible to that instability like we talked about earlier about oxidizing in a water formulation. They do have an oily texture as a result. From what I understand, the ethylation process of the vitamin C actually makes the molecule size smaller, which in turn gives better results, but without irritation. And in addition, the ethylation promotes more stability of the vitamin C without compromising any of the effectiveness. So it's kind of a win-win formulation in my opinion. The Ordinary has an ethylated ascorbic acid 15% solution, which is close to $20 for a 30 ml size, whereas NIOD's ELAN is 30 ml for $46, but honestly, the formulation is so complex. I've talked about NIOD products in many of my skincare videos. Just go to the NIOD website and read about this product and you'll see what I'm talking about. So personally, I think it's a bargain for this advanced formulation, and the Allies of Skin serum is $144 for a 30 ml size. I hope this wasn't too much information on vitamin C's all rolled into one video, but you can always rewatch it again. But I hope it gives you some idea what vitamin C serums are all about and what kinds are perhaps best suited to your skin. Drop your questions and comments about vitamin C below, and as always, thank you for your ongoing support, and I hope you have a fabulous day.